This is a time for goblins and bats, Halloween spirits, ghosts, and cats, weird happenings, and witches brew, but tell me what Halloween means to you. Halloween is a holiday celebrated on the night of October 31st, and this year it falls on a Sunday. The traditional activities are trick-or-treating, bonfires, costume parties, haunted houses, and carving pumpkins. Halloween started from the Scottish and Irish immigrants who came over to America in the 19th century and continued their ancient Celtic festival known as Samhain. According to HalloweenHistory.org, Samhain is a celebration of the end of the harvest season in Gaelic culture. This was a time used to stock supplies and prepare for winter. These people believed that on October 31st, the boundaries between the worlds of the living and the dead overlapped, and the deceased would come back to life and cause havoc, such as sickness and damaged crops. Festival goers would wear masks and costumes as an attempt to mimic the evil spirits or to appease them. Although Halloween was first brought over to the United States, it is also celebrated in Ireland, Canada, Puerto Rico, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. Part of the history of Halloween is costumes. This practice of dressing up in costumes and begging door to door for treats goes back to the Middle Ages. Trick-or-treating resembles the late medieval practice of souling, when poor people would go door to door on Hallow Mass, which was then November 1st, receiving food in return for prayers for the dead on All Souls Day, which was celebrated on November 2nd. It originated in Ireland and Britain, although similar practice for the souls of the dead were found as far south as Italy. According to the 2008 Census Business Pattern, there are 1,814 costume retail and formal wear establishments across the nation. Zizo's Costume Shop is the only year-round costume shop in Colorado Springs, and Sarah has been the manager for the last 2 years. She explains that even when it is not October, it is still Halloween season. She continues to say that being the one and only year-round costume shop gives them an advantage over the seasonal stores. Although it is much slower, they make enough revenue during Halloween season to stay open every day. People always need some sort of costumes, whether it is for a school play or just a party, and Zizo's is the only shop that can offer this. Zizo's Costumes provides customers with the chance to purchase or rent anything from fairy costumes to gorilla suits to bloody masks. A returning visitor to Zizo's, Callie Metzger, said,
I absolutely love Halloween. It is my favorite time of year, and Zizo's is my favorite place to shop for costumes. Everyone here is so knowledgeable and completely into Halloween. Each year, I have always had the best and most unique costumes, and I owe that to the staff here.
So, Callie, what are you going to be for Halloween this year?
Well, Friday I'm going to be a desperate housewife, Saturday I'm going to dress up like Sunshine Beer, and Sunday, that's why I'm here, to get some ideas.
Trick-or-treating is one of the main traditions of Halloween. It has become socially expected that if one lives in a neighborhood with children, one should purchase treats in preparation for trick-or-treaters. However, Ruth Edna Kelly wrote in her 1919 book called The Book of Halloween, which makes no mention of trick-or-treating in the chapter Halloween in America. It does not seem to have become a widespread practice until the 1930s, with the earliest known uses of print term trick-or-treating appearing in 1934 and the first use in a national publication occurring in 1939. Nowadays, trick-or-treating is an activity that almost everyone practices. The census estimates that 36 million children ages 5 to 13 trick-or-treated in 2009. This number is up 190,000 from previous years, and of course, many other children older than 13 and younger than 5 still go trick-or-treating. And in 2009, the current industrial report found that 24.3 pounds of candy were consumed per capita by Americans. A claim by 21-year-old Caitlin Booth proves that older ages still trick-or-treat.
I started trick-or-treating when I was probably 4 years old. I remember this was the first year I picked out my costume and I was Cinderella because she was my favorite Disney princess. Since I started trick-or-treating, I have gone every year. Even though I'm not as into it as I once was, I still make a point to go every year. I mean, when else can you dress up crazy and get free candy?
Trick-or-treating is better for children and adults when they feel safe. According to the Housing Vacancies and Home Ownership Census, there are 111.3 million occupied housing units across the nation in 2009. All are potential stops for trick-or-treaters, and 92% of household residents consider their neighborhood safe. In addition, 78% said there was no place within a mile of their homes where they would be afraid to walk alone at night. October is Crime Prevention Month and also the month in which Halloween is celebrated. Children and adults look forward to this ghoulish holiday, but many parents are often skeptical. Following a few safety tips from the National Crime Prevention Council can ensure a safe and fun Halloween. They recommend you clear your yard and sidewalks of any obstacles or decorations that may be hard to see in the dark. Keep your house well lit, both inside and out. Ask your neighborhood watch or local citizens group to patrol your community. Report any suspicious or criminal activity to police or the sheriff's department. To make sure even the scariest costumes are safe, keep the following in mind when buying or designing one. Try makeup instead of masks. It's more comfortable and doesn't obstruct vision the way masks can. Check to ensure that costumes are flame retardant so that young ones are safe around jack-o'-lanterns, candles, and other flames. Keep costumes short so no one will trip. Look for brightly colored costumes. Attach reflector strips to costumes and bags, and remind trick-or-treaters to carry glow sticks and flashlights. If a costume involves any sort of fake weapon, make sure that it is flexible, such as cardboard or foam. Keeping in mind the next few tips will make sure everyone's Halloween night is successful. You should always trick-or-treat in groups. Kids walking alone are never safe, especially at night. Younger kids should be accompanied by parents or a trusted adult. Review the route for trick-or-treating beforehand and set a time when your kids should be home. Have a plan if your child gets separated from his or her friends or from you. Remind your children not to enter strangers' houses or cars. Remind your children not to eat treats until they've come home. Check all treats at home in a well-lit place. Be especially wary of anything that is not wrapped by a factory or is no longer sealed. Although Halloween is a special celebration for some, others do not participate in the festivities. Many people do not follow Halloween because there are claims of it going against the Bible and the Christian religion. Many people believe that Ephesians 5, verse 7 through 12 claims, "Do not participate in the things that these people do. For though your hearts were once full of darkness, now you are full of light from the Lord, and your behavior should follow it. For this light within you produces only what is good and right and true. Try to find out what is pleasing to the Lord. Take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, rebuke and expose them. It is shameful even to talk about the things that ungodly people do in secret." Many people believe that these verses warn people from celebrating Halloween and the evil connotation that goes along with it. Instead of trick-or-treating or dressing up, others may choose to have a harvest party or attend fall carnivals. Many churches hold alternative events such as youth groups, carnivals, or craft nights. Another great way to keep Halloween season fun without dressing up is to have a pumpkin carving contest or a pumpkin-based bake sale. Senior Nick Lafreniere expresses his opinion on Halloween.
My family has never been big into Halloween, so growing up it wasn't considered a true holiday. I like the time of the year, but I usually don't dress up or go trick-or-treating. For me, it's more of just a fun time to hang out with friends.
So whether Halloween is a holiday for you or you choose to celebrate it differently, it is still a great time of the year to celebrate cultures and spend time with friends and families. May the only spirit you chance to meet be the spirit of love and warm friends sweet. May the only goblins that come your way be this little phantom that we share today. Stay spooky!